Hi, my name is Becca Tran, and today I'm going to be doing a supermarket tour for SOC808 based off the article The Supermarket Tour by OPIRG. The supermarket I attended is called Sweet Potato. I attended the supermarket because it's local and independent in the Junction, and it sells organic, fresh, and local produce and food. The idea around the sweet potato is that it is healthy and for cheap prices. They said they deal directly with farmers and artisans so that they are able to provide a fair price to both suppliers and their customers. On their website, it says the sweet potato has a strong sense of community and offers low prices so that the families can eat local, fresh, and organic food. Their clientele is definitely directed towards the organically inclined, healthy consumer. I chose to investigate the cereal aisle based on dry goods within the supermarket tour. I was curious to see how the aisle is sorted, placed, and marketed. I wanted to analyze the shelf placement of the cereals and the kinds of brands of cereals that they would carry in an organic food store. After reading Chapter 4, Dry Goods in the Supermarket Tour, I wanted to analyze the corn-soybean complex and see what ingredients they would use in the products that they supply at the sweet potato. My supermarket tour expectations before entering the supermarket was that I expected my aisle of study to be almost all non-GMO. I expected to see lots of health labels and certifications. I expected there to be little to no big brand names such as Kellogg's, Nestle, or Kraft. And I expected the prices to be a lot higher than your average grocery store. So I'm going to be talking about my experiences during the tour. The atmosphere was definitely something I noticed. The lure of the store is that it's health, organic, local, and sustainable products. It gives the concept to consumers that they are shopping responsibly, sustainably, and they know where their food is coming from because they're buying such specialty items. Right when I walked in, there was music playing, but it wasn't very loud. It was kind of seamlessly blended into the shopping experience, which is very strategic of them. The layout interior was gorgeous. It was a big open space and very rustic and had all the regular features that a supermarket would have. This included like a produce aisle, a meat and fish market at the back of the store, a little butcher shop, dairy aisle, bakery section, artisanal cheese section, ready and prepared hot foods. They even had like a health and beauty section, of course, like the dry goods. And they even had an apothecary with its own entrance and an in-house nutritionist. It was like a boutique style of Whole Foods. This photo is just a small example of the advertising that was laid out throughout the store. Some observations I noticed during the supermarket tour was the sorting, quantity of goods, branding, packaging and labels, advertising, and employees. For sorting, I noticed the product placement. As mentioned in the reading, the eye is trained to move left to right, where the most expensive products are placed to the right of less expensive ones. This tactic is used to encourage impulse buying. Quantity of goods, I noticed the shelves were all completely stocked. For branding, marketing, and advertisements throughout the store. For packaging, it was very colorful and bright. As in the reading, North American consumers eat with their eyes and choose foods based on size and color rather than flavor. Dominant values in North American food system have become about cost, convenience, and appearance. I noticed the colors of the food packaging were bright and vibrant and really caught the eyes of consumers. The advertising I noticed throughout the store is very aesthetically pleasing. They have big aisle names on the walls in pop art and also playful ads such as the potato and mushroom ads in the previous slide. I also noticed there was a ton of employees and they were constantly restocking the shelves and making sure everything looks perfect and helping out other customers. In this photo, you'll see the non-GMO certifications on some of the products, but some labels that I saw throughout the store were Canada Organic, USDA National Organic, ProCert, Quality Assurance International, and Bio-Organic, which is certified by an official third-party organization that's recognized in Canada. Some key takeaways from this supermarket tour is food systems, which I'll discuss further in another slide, balance between cost and affordability for health. The store was definitely targeted to middle to higher class consumers who can afford organic foods, and that this is a local organic store that was converted into a supermarket. This experience reinforces some of my existing beliefs and assumptions about economic factors of affordability and shopping organic and local. I personally don't do most of my shopping at the Sweet Potato because it's a little unaffordable as a student, although coming in for the supermarket tour makes me want to start doing my groceries here, especially for the fresh produce, dairy, and meat. As for dry goods, though, which is what I focused on, it might not be the most affordable option. After I went to the Sweet Potato, I wanted to check out the No Frills. That was just about a 1 minute walk away just to compare some prices. Right when I walked into No Frills, it was their produce section, same as Sweet Potato, and then their first aisle was actually a natural organic dry goods aisle. I noticed that the Sweet Potato and the No Frills dry goods aisle was very similar. Even the way you walk down the aisle was the same setup: tea and coffee first, then nuts, packaged snacks, spices, then alternative milks, and then cereals and oats. They even had very similar brands. For future shopping considerations, I'll probably still buy my cereal and dry goods at chain supermarkets rather than the Sweet Potato because they have very similar brands in their health food aisle. Throughout my presentation, I've made several connections to the literature, but I want to go into how the Sweet Potato is really changing people's relationship to food. The food system and food security at the organic supermarket really values the individuals, agriculture, food workers, the earth, and their community. The store is eliminating the physical distance between where food is grown and where it is sold and consumed. All Sweet Potato produce is no further than 200 kilometers away in Ontario, and for other suppliers like local coffee roasters or artisan bakers, they source it from other places in the Junction or in the GTA. They're doing a really great job at connecting urbanized populations to be informed about farming, and they have a very big emphasis on this in the Sweet Potato. Their website says organic farming is a strictly regulated practice that doesn't allow for the use of synthetic pesticides, herbicides, chemical fertilizers for use on crops, or for non-GMO seeds and livestock animals that aren't treated with antibiotics or hormones. Farming methods are environmentally conscious and help create and maintain nutrient-dense lands. Organic farming also works with natural climate rhythms and protects water supply. They have environmental and sustainability initiatives in their store and community outreach. This concludes my supermarket tour of the Sweet Potato. Thank you so much for listening.